can John Park get up there and do it for 2 games? I mean, the first year of the Premier League, every player had to do it on odd nights, but tonight he's not used to it. He's had to prepare himself for this first game, and then that last game on of the evening, it's a long wait in between them 2 games.
It remains to be seen, but opportunity knocks for Park. He can, as you said earlier, make big inroads tonight, but he's got a tough one. Mervyn King beat him 8-2 in Coventry week 3. That was 7 weeks ago. We know that Park is mercurial in that he can be... Well, he didn't throw badly that night, in fairness. Averaged 95, didn't deserve to lose 8-2, but we know at that particular time, this man King was really going well. Won his first 4 games in this competition, and that's why he's second in the table now.
Yeah, Mervyn King has probably been the most consistent with his Premier League. He really is playing well. You see John Park's release there. Keeps his head nice and still, just all arm action. That's what you've got to do. Don't move the head too much. John Park, the one thing he has been doing well this Premier League is holding his throw. There we see Mervyn King. And a good example to those budding dart players. Keep that head nice and still when you're releasing the dart.
Yeah, no names mentioned. We do see 1 or 2 players who don't observe that, and I think they suffer as a result, but as I say, no names mentioned. Perhaps when they're on the hockey. But, and by the way, Wayne, hope you're going to get better soon. Chance for John Park to come up trumps. Because Wayne tonight's in bed with mumps. At least some sort of virus similar to that anyway, Rod. And I know that he'll try and enjoy this.
58.
Yeah, it'd be strange for him sitting at home watching this. So John Park again, been strong on his throw, really has had some great games. A draw against Raymond Barnwell, holding his throw against a few other players. And now in good position to hold his throw in this first leg.
Well, that's 77 scored, 72 left, and
89.
Leaves him nicely on 60. Great start this by John Park. Only thrown 15 darts so far. Satisfactory if it was a school half-term report.
43. Johnny requires 60.
So 20 for tops for an early lead against Mervyn King. Hold your throw. Hope you can break at least once, and the job will be done. So an excellent start from the Canadian. He must see this as a great opportunity, and of course have a week at home next week while the rest are playing.
Well, certainly, as we said at the top of the show, if John Park can get 2 wins, it really does bring that 4th position in for him. And if Barney loses to Wade, then it really is. I think this is probably as open as a Premier League we've ever had.
Yes. Probably, in all fairness, unlikely that Klassen and Mardle can qualify. Unlikely, but not impossible. Even they know that a run-in 4 or 5 consecutive wins, Rod, suddenly, and you've got to believe you can do it. You wouldn't be in the competition otherwise.
Exactly right. All 8 of these players are obviously the best 8 in the world, world-class players. They know how to operate the dartboard and their opponent under pressure. Certainly this man John Park has beaten Phil Taylor at his best, knows how to play this big stage, the big crowd. As I said so many times before, he really does, and a good example on how to hold your throw.
$136.
Well, King, the man who's thrown brilliantly in this leg on a 13-dart finish. Part won the first leg in 17 darts and really needs a treble there. Well, if there's such a thing as pressure on King, Part has applied just a little. Double 10. A lovely marker this, Rod.
Well, that second dart was a perfect marker. If you look across from the left, from where Mervyn King was standing, that double 10 would have looked huge with that second dart laying up against it.
It's virtually the same dart pitched again.
24.
Just move it inside a fraction. And even if it touches the barrel of the dart that's already there, it acts
100
as a buffer. 1-1 then.
Well, it is a fact, John, that there's a good percentage of darts that wouldn't go in if they didn't deflect off the other dart. But the dart player uses that deflection for exactly that reason.
45.
Absolutely. We have to emphasise he doesn't deliberately set up the marker. He's aiming for the target all the time. But once it's there, it acts
100.
perfectly as a marker or a buffer.
Right, good chance here for Mervyn King to break John Part's throw. Not enough from John Part.
59.
Now Mervyn King got the chance. Take it this early on in the match.
Yes, it was King's finishing that made the real difference when he played Part in Coventry 7 weeks ago. Part averaging just under 95, and normally you wouldn't lose 8-2 with an average like that. You might just lose, you might draw, you might just win. But King was really on fire at the time, an average of 103.09 on that occasion, and his finishing was terrific. Now that he's really given Part a chance to nose ahead again, and John Part will accept it, Rod. Oh, will he?
134.
That's 6 great darts from John Part. We said 3 darts can change a leg. I mean, John Part was well over 100 behind. Now he's in control of this leg. And literally 6 darts ago, Mervyn King had this leg in the palm of his hand.
Bit of a contortionist, to be honest, to have his leg in the palm of his hand, but not really.
59.
Leaves a safe and steady double top. So King 134 can do it. Treble 14 leaves double 16. Unlucky.
Do you know, John, I would have stayed on that treble 20. That was a perfect marker. We talk about markers. Perfect marker for Mervyn King. Don't matter what double it is, double 7, double top, it's a double with that 1 dart. John Part, pressure's on.
30.
Yes, I know what you're saying, Rod. As it turns out, King has got away with it, and now may take the leg and take the early lead. Double 10, got it last leg. Now then, double 5. Oh, 30. Just over the top. So Part
John, you require
for 2-1. Missed doubles. Proving costly to King.